That's what they call fighting with technology early in the morning. That's what they call that. That's about the size of it. That sums up what's going on here at Cyber-Recon headquarters. Got new things going on. We're changing things up, trying to find the right place to land for 2021. Trying to get away from 2020, man. Oh, telling you, you guys know 2020 is. We've got to get this water under the bridge. This junk over with. Get it over with, and on to the next thing. Yeah, we got Montana. Our Illy coffee's in Montana cup. Changing to today. Well, let's talk. We still have our holiday, right? So we still have to talk about our holiday. And that's National Button Day. Man, national of all holidays, National Button Day. November 16th. You can thank your buttons. You can celebrate buttons. You can have a good time about buttons. You can just buttons. Wow, you get your own day. If anybody needs a day, I guess it's a button. I don't know. But today we're going to talk about binary numbers. And this is one of those things you got to know. Everybody's got to know binary numbers. If you're working in computers, you got to know binary numbers. So this is the first step. First step of many. First step of a long journey in different ways of counting. So this counting, we're going to count in binary. That's the plan. So let's throw the intro in and let's get into this topic. You thought it'd be just as easy as that to get in the topic. No. Everything is in the wrong place. Everything. So we gotta get everything back in the right place, back where it belongs. Ecamm. Thanks to Ecamm for putting together a program that does a great job of keeping me organized on the screen, being able to live stream. There'd be no way we'd be able to live stream like this without Ecamm. So let's get things rolling. Let's get ready to rumble. I got way too many screens. I got me in different places and I can't find my mouse. There we go. So what are we talking about today, guys? What are we talking about? We're talking about an introduction to binary numbers. Let me move myself over. An introduction to binary numbers. So binary numbering. You guys have seen this 110, 10, 110. This is the thing we're talking about. We're talking about binaries. So if you want to talk about binaries, we've got to talk about binaries. There's two things. You guys all probably know how to count, right? This is new, though. This is a new way of counting.
You will learn by the numbers. I will teach you.
Okay, Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, you will teach us how to count by the binary numbers. That's going to be awesome. So let's start at the beginning. You got to start at the beginning, right? So let's do that. Let's start at the very beginning. We can start with decimal numbers. Decimal numbers where we start with. We've got 10 numbers we can deal with here. And that's the numbers 1 through 9, and then 0. And we know 0 is, back in grade school, we talked about 0 being a placeholder. So we could count through this, right? We count all the way up to whatever. We can count to whatever number we want using just these 10 numbers. And it's magic as we use these placeholders, these places, right? We have the ones place, the tens place, the hundreds place, drilled into our heads in grade school, right? All the way through grade school. So we got some folks joining this morning. Alex is here. Good morning, Alex, and good morning, Eric. Good to see you guys. So the big thing is we've got 10 numbers to deal with. That gives us a great ability to count, right? Some people just They love to do it so much.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That guy loves to count. He loves to count, but he only counts in decimal numbers. And this is how he did it. You know, you heard how he was doing it. There's D this morning. Good morning, D. We're counting this morning. Great way. So here's what we got, right? So we've seen the structure. You can see this is set up to do 9,000. We can go all the way to 9999. 4 nines on this we could get. That's the biggest number we get out of these 4 placeholders, right? And the way we count in decimal, we've seen this before. We start with 1, and that's in the ones place, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're with the count, right? If we only had 1 space, this is all the further we get. We can only count 9 things, right? But people in math, those math people are smart. They said we can use the 0 as a placeholder, right? So we use that placeholder. We throw the 0 there. There's 0 ones, but now we can throw a 1 in the tens column. And that gives us 10. 1, 0, 10. It all makes sense to us because we've done this since we were in grade school, right? So we know that this column here, the second column to the left, is 1 to the power of 10. And if we keep going over, it's to the power of 100. And to the power of, that should actually say, let's escape out of here. And let's fix our numbering problem. Now let's go back to our number. Let's get this back. Back to where we were. So this is the thousands. 1s to 10, 1 to the 1,000, right? Take that up to 1,000. We all know this because we've been trained. We've learned this over the years, right? Well, binary is a little different. We only have 2 numbers to work with, the 1 and the 0. This is because computers only have 2 states, on and off, right? So our circuits can either be on or they can be off. That's it. That's all we can count to. But we can do amazing things with only these 2 numbers using the same things we learned in decimal counting, right? So if we start with the same 4 blocks, right? 1 is still 1. It's 1 in the 1 column. But now we're at the top of our list. We have no more numbers to use. So we have to use that space filler. We put a 0 there, and we throw a 1 in the next column over. But in this case, it's not to the power of 10. It's to the power of 2. So we've doubled this. We went from 1 to 2. So in binary, this is 2. There's a 1 in the 2's column, right? So the 2's column has 1. The 1's column has 0. That's 2. Now, if we take this to the next level, 1, 1, now we have a 1 in the 1's column and a 1 in the 2's column. That's 3, right? So the plan is still the same. We just take it to a different power. So now it's 1 to the power of 2. And then we double it. 1 to the power of 4, 1 to the power of 8, and we can keep going all the way to the left as far as we need to go, just the same way we did when we had decimal numbering, right? So let's do this. Let's give my eCam back. And let's take the picture in the picture guy and let's see what we can do here. There we go. That's what we want. It's a little bit different. Let's put this out here. And now we'll be able to draw just a little bit. Make this a little bigger. So if we're talking the same thing, right? Let's get our number screen back up here. So thinking about this, if we have a new line and we know that 1, 1 is 3. If we have 1, 0, 0, that's 4. This equals 4, right? I need a different pen, guys. Let's get this one here. Let's find a right pen. There we go. Oops. Done. So yeah, 100 equals 4. Because we have 0 in the 1s, 0 in the 2s, and 1 in the 4s. Remember? So we always go up. So it's 1, 2, 4. If we go 8, over here it's 8. And we can keep going up as much as we need to. Right? I haven't quite figured some of this out yet. We're working with a new program here. Got to give me a break. So that's why we get the old saying, there are 1 0 type of people in the world, right? Because that is 2, right? Those that understand binary and those that don't. That is the number 2. So we can do this all the way across, right? So if we think about this, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, wherever we put our numbers, right? We could say 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, right? And now we know we have 8 and 1, and we just add those up. That's 9. So it's just simple math, right? So this number that looks all weird is no different than any other number. We see that as strange computer language, but it's really just 9. It's just 9, guys. It's the same thing. So binary is one of those things, and we start with binary. There's octal, there's hex, there's all kinds of other numbers we can count by, but binary is the first one we've got to understand. It's just as simple as this. Let's take that off there. Simple as this, we're going up by 2. We're doubling as we go across because we're at the power of 2. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, all the way up to however many we need. Every time we move one space to the left, we double the number, right? It was in decimal, it's the power of 10. In binary, it's the power of 2. And that's just because that's the number of numbers we have to work with. We've got a 1 and a 0. In decimal, we have 1 through 9 and 0. And we just use 0 as that placeholder. It's a placeholder, guys. I don't know. Got a warning over there. Got a warning that everything's going slow. So that's the rundown, guys. I know we don't, this. Why are we talking about this Monday? On Monday, we talk about things that have to do with Security Plus. Now, not only is this Security Plus, this is just general computing knowledge. If you're in computers, if you're in computer security, you got to know this. You got to know how to count binary. So that's the rundown for this morning. I know it's very short. We're cutting it close this morning. That's okay. We got a lot to cover over the weeks ahead. So take these chunks as you get them. Remember, this week on Wednesday, guys, it's trivia night. We're back to trivia night. Hope to see you here Wednesday, 7 p.m. East Coast time. Be there or be square. The RMF class is rolling along. Had some hiccups with the web provider. That's okay. We're gonna get back on track. And we've got some great stuff. We got a great plan for 21. Get over 20. We got to get over 20. Get over 2020, and we'll get on to 2021. There's going to be great things coming. It's going to be awesome. We got a great program we're building. It's going to take It's going to take some time, but I think it's the only one like it you'll ever see. And we'll announce that. I think we're going to announce that sometime. We'll probably announce that sometime in December. We'll have the details worked out, and we'll announce it sometimes in December. So that's all I got to say. That's all we talked about this morning. I know we usually talk about the news. Let me know what you think. Drop in the comments below the fact that we didn't talk about the news. We just jumped right into the topic and we talked about binary. And just remember, the reason we use binary is because circuits, diodes, transistors, transistors, computers only talk in ones and zeros. So we only got two states we can deal with, on or off. So we do all this stuff, everything we're watching now. The video you're watching now is made possible because of ones and zeros. That's it, just ones on or off. That's everything behind this whole thing. So that's what we got to talk about today. Take care of your friends, your family, your coworkers. Take care of each other. And we'll be back tomorrow talking about more things that can keep you going. Let me know what you think about this shorter format. Getting you out the door, getting you back to where you need to go to. On and on. Dee says, yeah, let's talk about the news. You guys want to talk about the news? Yeah, we'll talk about. So we need one news. We back to Dee is saying, at least Dee is thinking, one news story and then one training event. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. News or no news? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think. News or new news? D is saying news. I'm going to say smash and destroy that subscribe button. Hit that like and let me know you want to see more of what's going on. Hit the bell to be notified. Share with your friends. We need more people in this field, so we need more people learning the stuff like binary numbers. It's the basics, guys. Got to get the basics right. I told you way back when. Talked to some folks from the asymmetric warfare group out of the U.S. Army. They talk about special operations. The guys out there, the Rangers, the Special Forces, the SEALs, the PJs in the Air Force. These guys go out there and they do the basics well. That's their number one thing, is get the basic down. You just don't even think about them. So in our field, the basics are things like numbers, binary numbering. Know how it is. Now, people use converters for this all the time, but you got to know. If you look at something, you don't have a converter, you should be able to count back over how many that is. So the basics you got to know. Drill those basics in your head. Anyways, let me know in the comments below if you like the news, you like it without the news, you want to keep rolling this way, or which way you want to go. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. Maybe we'll have the news tomorrow morning. That's up to you guys. Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you tomorrow. Be good out there, and go get something like the Bravos say.